Go. Okay. Thank you, Michael. We're in a continuing study on the doctrine of predestination. I was talking to somebody the other night, and I said, there's so many things in every one of these verses that I feel like I'm not even grasping the full picture of this. And I've been teaching predestination since 1961. In this ministry, I've been teaching on it for the last 20 years at least once a week. And then I throw it in all the other messages, because predestination is about the arrangement that God has made to bring His elect family to righteousness. He picked us out before the world began, and He births us, and He didn't pick everybody. He does not want everybody to be a believer. He does not want to save everybody. He does not want to deliver everybody from hell. That's not true. Romans 9:22 says, God willing to show His wrath and make His power known. Actually, it doesn't say show His wrath. It says God. It says that in the Greek text. It says God willing to show te o-r-g ada, the orge. God is willing to show the orge of man, of evil men, so He can send them to hell. God willing to show not His wrath. Te is the definite article the, and the ada is feminine gender, and the ada on orge is feminine gender. God's not a female. He's not willing to show His wrath. He's willing to show the wrath of man. In orge, this is what Romans 9:22 actually says. I quote it all the time, and I don't have time to stop and slow down and explain it every time I throw it out there at you. But God is willing to show the wrath of evil men. He wills it. That's what the Bible says. God wills to show, and orge, that's a common word that's translated wrath or anger. Wrath or anger. And this orge being feminine, that is the wrath of covetousness or revenge. When a man's going to take revenge for what somebody did to him, God is willing to show the wrath of evil men. Now, the reason it's feminine is because Revelation 17:5 says that Babylon was the mother. And mothers are feminine, aren't they? Oh, I just wondered. Babylon was the mother of all harlots, porneia, and that means idolatry. All the idolatry in the world comes out of Babylon, all of it. And Babylon began at Babel in Genesis 11. And their doctrine in verse 4, if you want to know why this is feminine, here's the doctrine. The doctrine of Babylon matches up with the orge, and the doctrine is, let us make us a name. Let us make us a name. Or self. And Babylon is a she, and it's self. Even the word sin, harmatia, H-A-M-A-R-T-I-A, that is feminine gender, feminine. And of course, Eve was a female in the garden, and there's only two people that can commit sin: the church and Babylonians. And that's all there is in the world. Babylonians are vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, and the church is the wife, the bride of Christ. So when Mr. Mount says, well, there's no reason to call sin feminine. Well, yeah, only females can commit it. We're not talking about women. We're talking about either followers of Babylon, the mother of all idolatry, or the church, which is the wife, the bride of Christ. That's it. There's nobody else in the world. The church is vessels of